Vidyalaya Junior and Degree College. My humble pranams to H.H. Chinnasriman Narayana Ramanuja G.R. Swamiji. So I want to tell about reality and illusion, the relationship between Advaita and Vishishta Advaita. When Sri Ramanujacharya take an incarnation in the world, the Advaita Siddhanta was very popular and leaving the people in a confusion that according to Advaita Siddhanta, the world is illusion, means Maya. So, after Sri Ramanujacharya studied all the inscriptions and written the bhashyams and got the knowledge of God, and he tell that the existing world is not Maya and the world is real and it is the part and parcel of the God, and we should respect it and we should follow it and we should get the detachment through these experiences, like he said. And in Advaita Siddhanta, the world is depicted as Maya, whereas in Vishishta Advaita Siddhanta, the world is depicted as Bhagavad Shakti and the Leela Shakti. This has cleared the people their doubts and they followed the Vedic inscriptions and culture, and Ramanujacharya once again respected the Vedic philosophy and made the people run, and he also demolished the untouchability in the world to enter into the temples. So in this way, Sri Ramanujacharya gave a gift for all of us and for all of the Indians and the Hindus. Thank you, Jai Shrimanarayan.
Jai Shrimanarayana. We try to be as brief as possible. We'll go to the next college. Please, 2 minutes, you express your views on this topic, as decided earlier.
Jai Shrimanarayana. I'm Sai Sirisha from G. Narayanama Institute of Technology. Today I'm going to tell about realities of the world and Maya. Sri Ramanujacharya, the great proponent of Vishishta Advaita Vedanta, opposed the Advaita notion that the world is mithya. He affirmed that the world is real and a purposeful manifestation of Lord Vishnu's divine will. In conclusion, I would like to say that Ramanuja's philosophy teaches us to embrace the world as the divine creation and engage in a life of bhakti. Instead of rejecting reality, we should see it as an opportunity for spiritual growth and devotion. Let us follow his wisdom in our spiritual journey. Thank you. Jai Shriman Narayana.
Jai Shriman Narayana. Ramanuja rejected the concept of Maya as an illusion. It is real divine of Supreme Lord. By devotion and surrender, one can transcend Maya and attain the liberation. Thank you, sir.
Jai Shriman Narayana. Brahman is the supreme and ultimate reality according to Sri Ramanujacharya. He believes that Brahman is a God who is Narayana and Vishnu, and he says all the souls are stay individual and the souls are real, and he says that the souls won't be gone after liberation. They go to Vaikunta. Thank you. Jai Shriman Narayana.
Valani, don't confuse them. What they want to say, let them say clearly. Go ahead. Students talking these kind of topics itself is a great thing. And again, you are confusing them. Don't do that. Whatever they prepared, they came prepared, let them present it properly.
Jai Shriman Narayana. I'm Maitreya from First BHMS from JIMS Homeopathic Medical College. So today I'm here to share our thoughts regarding the profound teachings of Sri Ramanujacharya, the great philosopher and the saint who revolutionized Vedantic thoughts. Sri Ramanujacharya propagated the philosophy of Vishishtadvaita. He differed with the philosophy of Advaita that Sri Shankaracharya established, as Sri Ramanujacharya believed in a personal God that each devotee can identify with. He also stated that the world is not just an illusion but a form of the divine energy of the Lord. Advaita did not encourage or inspire devotion to a personal God. The people had in them the yearning to worship, to dedicate themselves to a personal God. Therefore, Ramanujacharya commented upon the Vedic texts from a new point of view. This made Advaita take a special outlook, therefore giving rise to Vishishtadvaita. To realize the Brahman through continuous meditation upon the Brahman is not an enjoyable path for all to take. This is why Sri Ramanuja followed this path of devotion so that devotees experience themselves the bliss flowing from the love of God and propagated bhakti as the easiest means to experience the divine. Thank you.
Jai Shriman Narayana. This is Sai Harshini, intern JIMS Medical College. Firstly, I would like to thank Swamiji, JIMS Medical College and my teachers for giving me this opportunity to participate today. We all know that Vishishta Advaita given by Sri Ramanujacharya is qualified non-duality. The supreme reality is Brahma, who is countless auspicious attributes. People who read and learned Vishishta Advaita will believe that it's a very unique philosophy. Today I am going to share a beautiful connection between Vishishta Advaita and homeopathy, where in Vishishta Advaita they do not believe any illusion or maya, similar to in homeopathy, which explains about materialism and substantialism, similar to Dharma Jnana and Dharma Bhuta Jnana of Vishishta Advaita, which is awareness of the self and awareness of the Supreme Lord, similar to materialism and substantialism. I would like to conclude that Vishishta Advaita is not just a philosophy given by Sri Ramanujacharya, but it is the ultimate truth, and one should have an eye to understand and experience it. Thank you.
Jai Shriman Narayana. I'm Tejasvi from JIMS Medical College. Vishishtadvaita. Vishishtadvaita, founded by Ramanujacharya, is one of the prominent philosophical schools that gave about bhakti. It constitutes about souls and the inanimate universe, and it spoke about Brahman, which is said to be the first and final cause of universe. Vishishtadvaita believes that this supreme reality is Brahman, which holds Jiva and Jagar, which means soul and material nature. And it speaks about Bhakti and Prapti being the two means of liberation, and thereby concluding that meaning, loving devotion to God will be the final and main means to Prapti and Bhakti. Thank you.
Next college, please.
Jai Shriman Narayana. Na peru Tarun. Pallavi College, second year AML. Pallavi Engineering College, second year CSC AML. వేదికపై ఉన్న గురువు గారందరికీ ప్రణామములు. విశ్వంపై రామానుజన్ యొక్క అభిప్రాయములో అద్వైత వేదాంతంలో ఉన్నటువంటి విషయాలని రామానుజం సరికాదని చెప్పి అవి అంటే విశ్వాన్ని ఒక మాయ అనుకోవడం తప్పు, అది దైవం యొక్క శక్తి, అద్భుత ప్రపంచం వాస్తవమైంది మరియు నిజమైన జ్ఞానాన్ని అందిస్తుంది. అంటే ఈ విశ్వంపై ఉన్న ప్రతి ఒక్కటి మనుష్యులకి అంటే మానవులకి ఒక జ్ఞానాన్ని అందిస్తుందని రామానుజన్ చెప్పాడు. రోజువారీ జీవితంలో అవసరంలో ఆత్మ జీవితానికి హానికరం లేదా విరుద్ధంగా ఉండవు. అంటే మనం రోజు చేసే అలవాట్లు ఆత్మ యొక్క అంటే ఆత్మ కర్మకి విరుద్ధంగా ఉండవని రామానుజన్ గారు చెప్పారు. ధన్యవాదములు. జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
వేదిక మీద ఉన్న ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి నమస్కారం. Sri Ramanujan was a very popular philosopher. His books Visishta Advaita Vedanta, which means qualified not delusion, challenges Advaita Vedanta view of the world as an illusion and argues for reality of the world and individual souls as modes of Brahma. This perspective maintains unity in diversity, posting that all existence and real interconnected to Brahma, the supreme leader.
My name is Shweta from VJIT College. According to Ramanuja, illusion may be briefly described as perception in which a thing appears to be different from what it is, for which a common example can be an oasis. He believed that reality is not an illusion but a divine expression of Brahman, the supreme reality. He argued against the idea of Advaita, that world is an illusion. He always believed that universe, individual souls and environmental existence are real, but they exist.
In conclusion, Ramanuja's philosophy teaches us to see the world not as an illusion to be escaped, but as a divine reality to be embraced with devotion. Thank you.
This next college.
Koti pranamas to the lotus feet of Sri Ramanujanachari and Sri Chinnajiyar Swami. My conclusion about the topic is that I feel that Ramanujanachari told the same thing that Sri Krishna told to Arjuna in Mahabharata about the existence of Lord Vishnu in this world, the creation, the destruction, and the stage of ruling the world. The same thing was told by Sri Ramanujanachari, that the world is real and the one who leads and rules the world is Vishnu, and at the end we have to go to his lotus feet only and get moksha. Thank you. I'm from Vivekananda Government Degree College, and thank you.
Well done, children. Let us give them a big hand, please. Really great. Every one of you can speak, but due to the time schedule, we have asked the colleges to make some children to speak. The students have spoken. Now, we're very happy. Any other person who is interested to say a few words about on this topic, you are most welcome. We will give you the opportunity to, as Swamiji has suggested. Anybody from the audience or from the colleges, 1 or 2 minutes you can speak on the topic. Views of Ramanuja on reality and illusion. Please. Tell your name and college and speak.
వేదిక పనికి అందించిన గురుమూర్తులకు శుభాంజలు తెలియజేస్తూ, నా పేరు డాక్టర్ ఎల్ తిరుపతి, సిటీ కాలేజ్ సార్. ఐఎమ్ లెక్చరర్. అవర్ స్టూడెంట్స్ కేమ్ హియర్ యాజ్ వాలంటీర్స్. సో ఐఎమ్ హ్యాపీ టు షేర్ మై వ్యూ. వన్ పాయింట్ ఐ విల్ షేర్. అంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు రాజ్యాంగంలో ఈక్వాలిటీ, సమానత్వం అని చెప్తా ఉన్నాం. కానీ రామానుజుల వారు రాజ్యాంగం రాకముందే సమాజంలో అందరూ సమానమే అని బలంగా గళాన్ని వినిపించినటువంటి ఒక మహానుభావుడు మనిషి రూపంలో ఆవిర్భవించినప్పుడు దేవుడని నేను గలంగా చెప్పదలుచుకుంటున్నా. అంటే ఇంత గొప్ప విషయాన్ని ఒక దార్శనికతతో కొన్ని తరాలకు ముందే చెప్పినటువంటి ఆదర్శమూర్తి కాబట్టి అని అందరూ గుర్తుంచుకోవాలి. ఆ అడుగుజాడల్లో మనం నడవాలి. కొత్త తరం ముఖ్యంగా సమానత్వం పైన పోరాడినటువంటి కొద్దిమంది భక్తులలో భక్తిని పాటిస్తూ హరినామ స్మరణ చేస్తూనే సమాజాన్ని ఉద్ధరించడానికి పుట్టినటువంటి వాళ్ళలో ఈయన మహానుభావుడిగా చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. అన్నమయ్యలో కూడా ఇలాంటి కొన్ని మనకు కనిపిస్తూ ఉంటాయి. అంటే ఇట్లా భక్తులకు కొంచెం అసౌకర్యం కల్పించినప్పుడు దేవుడు అందరినీ సమానంగా చూశాడు అలాంటివి. ఈ మన రామానుజుల వారి తత్వంలో మనం చూడవచ్చు. కాబట్టి ఇలాంటి మహోన్నతుల గురించి తెలుసుకున్నటువంటి గురుతరమైన బాధ్యత మా పైన ఉంది. మేము పిల్లలకి తెలియజేస్తాం. అందరూ తెలుసుకోవాలి. అందరం ఈయన తత్వాన్ని ఇంకా ముందుకు తీసుకెళ్ళాలి అని చెప్పుకుంటూ నాకు ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చినట్టు గురుమూర్తులకు ధన్యవాదాలు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Jai Shriman Narayana. My name is Joshita and I am from GeneralNews College. Sri Ramanujacharya was a great advocate of the reality of existence who wished to propagate it through the Vishishtadvaita Vedantam, which is principle was qualified non-dualism. Jai Shriman Narayana.
Good.
Thank you.
Next, that boy, that corner.
Jai Shriman Narayana. My name is Ankur. We came from Tagati Mahavidyalaya Degree College. Ramanuja said the Brahma is real and the world is Maya. How to escape from the Maya and illusion from this society on focus on our goals and focus on Brahma and Bhakti. Thank you. Jai Shriman Narayana.
Good, very good.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ. పూజ్యులైన గురువులందరికీ నా యొక్క పాదాభివందనములు. రామానుజాచార్యుల వారు విశిష్టాద్వైత సిద్ధాంతం ప్రబోధించిన గొప్ప తత్వవేత్త. ఆయన అవిద్యామాయను తొలగించుకోవడం అంటే భక్తి మార్గంలో పయనిస్తే కనుక మనకు అవిద్యామాయ తొలగిపోయి భక్తి మార్గంలో మనము వైకుంఠంలో భగవంతుడికి చేసే సేవగా భావించారు. అలాగే మోక్షం అనగా భగవంతుల్లో లీనమైపోవడం మాత్రమే కాదు, మనము ప్రాణం విడిచిపెట్టిన తర్వాత కూడాను వైకుంఠంలో భగవంతుడికి చేసే గొప్ప సేవ అని, ఈ జగత్తు మరియు జీవాత్మలు భగవంతుని సృష్టిలోని గొప్ప భాగాలుగా అవి ఖచ్చితంగా భగవంతుడిపైన సంపూర్ణంగా ఆధారపడి ఉన్నాయని, జీవాత్మలు మరియు జగత్తు నడవాలంటే భగవంతుడి యొక్క అనుగ్రహం ఎంతో కావాలని చెప్పారు. ధన్యవాదములు. జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ. హాస్యపాన్వయ సంజాతం నారాయణ పదాశ్రితం శ్రీమన్నారాయణం వందే యతీశ్వరశ్రియాజుషం పుణ్యాంబోజ వికాసాయ పాపధ్వాంతక్షయాయ చ శ్రీమానావిరభూద్భూమౌ రామానుజదివాకరః. So actually I think I have deviated from the topic, but yesterday's topic we have got a chance to speak, but today's topic is the continuation of yesterday's topic.
No,
So,
not yesterday's. Take today's topic only. If you are able to say something on that, speak. That's good.
Narayana. We also have tomorrow and day after tomorrow, 2 more days. The views expressed by Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar and other scholars throughout the globe about Ramanuja tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, Ramanuja as a social reformer. You can come prepared and you can just participate. All the persons who are participating today also eligible to participate. Now, I have the opportunity to invite Professor V. Vishwanathan Garu, retired professor from Usman University. Presently, sir is the chairman Vasavi Educational Society. Sir, I request you to speak on this topic.
Jai Sriman Narayan. I quote from Vishnu Sahasranama, Mahabuddhir Mahoviryo Mahashaktir Mahajyutihi Anidyeshyavapu Sriman Ameyatma Mahadridruk. I invoke the blessings of the Lord Vishnu. Sabhayai Namaha. The context, Samatha Kumbh 2025. The topic, Ramanuja's views on reality and vision. The audience, students and devotees. I keep these factors in my view in making my brief presentation. You are very familiar with the Brihadaranyukopanishad quote, Asatoma Satgamaya, lead me from the unreal to the real. Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, lead me from darkness to light. Mruchyorma Amrutangamaya, lead me from death to immortality. We are a little familiar with this sloka and its implication. Now, I would like to share with you another sloka which is relevant to the context. Amantram aksharam nasti, nasti moolam anaushadham, ayogyah purusho nastihi, yojakas tatra durlabaha. This, I have a feeling, relevant to me, but let me explain the relevance to you. When there was silence, sound appeared. With sound came the meaning, purpose, etc. So, every sound and syllable can be used as a mantra to invoke the divine. There is nothing which is not suitable for invoking the divine. Amantram aksharam nasti. Nasti moolam anaushadham. What does that mean? Let us take the case of a tree. Every part of the tree, from the root to the leaves, to the fruit, to the buds, and to the seeds, everything has medicinal value and it will be useful for curing something. So, nasti moolam anoshadam. Looks to be very simple to understand. The third one is more important. The fourth one really clarifies the purpose for which I am quoting this. When will you know that every sound can be used as an invocation to God? Obviously, when you have become scholar and adept in that particular field. When will you know that everything is useful and has medicinal value? When you become aware of the properties. Ante అర్థం పరమార్థం వస్తుతత్వం పదం యొక్క అర్థం ఇవన్నీ అర్థమైనప్పుడు ఒక రకమైన సామర్థ్యం ఏర్పడుతుంది. అప్పుడు ఇవి అర్థం చేసుకునే సామర్థ్యం గల వ్యక్తులు కావాలి. That means you need people who are worthy of understanding the essence of the first two lines. Is it that easy? That's where we come into the picture. Yojakas tatra durlavaha. That's what our Chinnajiyar Swami is doing. We have seen a demonstration of some 7 children participating in the Gita Avadhana. We have seen the college students from different faculties sharing their views about Bhagavad Ramanuja. That means the leadership, the mentorship, the guidance that is required for creating such capable persons who would realize their own divinity, for appreciating the first 2 lines which I have quoted. That's why I have taken the liberty, Swamiji. Now, let us look at the specific topic about which we are concerned. Reality. We are able to see everything, and generally we have a feeling what we are able to see must be real. Shabda Sparsha Rupa Rasa Gandhani. The 5 powers of nature, a combination of which is the body that is present in front of you. We are able to see, feel, hear, touch, taste. It is real. Is that an illusion? No, it is not an illusion. But then what created this reality? What created this illusion, and how to synthesize, and why the students need this awareness is the topic which I would like to attempt. Ramanuja's Visishtadvaita, as our children have very clearly stated, I would only say that Ramanuja's philosophy asserts that while Brahman is the ultimate reality, it is not an undifferentiated, attributeless entity as proposed by Advaita Vedanta. Instead, Brahman is a personal God, Ishvara, endowed with infinite auspicious qualities. The individual selves, that is we, Jivas, and the material world, Jagat, that we are seeing, are real, undistinct, but are inseparable attributes, are modes of Brahman. In this framework, reality is a harmonious unity in diversity, where Brahman, Jivas, and Jagat coexist in an organic relationship. Ramanuja's perspective on reality and illusion is deeply rooted in his interpretation of the Upanishads, the Bhagavad Gita, and the Brahma Sutras, as well as his devotion to Vishnu as the supreme deity. 3 to 4 things have to be slightly stressed. Reality in Ramanuja's philosophy, then reality of the individual self, then reality of the material world. It would be a bit technical, but I venture to say that now that the students have mentioned something about these aspects and have clarified what was Adi Shankara's Advaita and how Bhagavad Ramanuja has given the Visishtadvaita, and of course there are other schools of thought, etc. But I would like to look at this part of interplay of reality and illusion in Ramanuja's system. We have some idea, maybe a vague idea. Maybe we have doubts to ask and clarifications to obtain. But the point is, this interplay of reality and illusion in Ramanuja's system, I think, has to be probably explained by the divinely ordained people. But I would make a humble attempt. Ramanuja's philosophy presents a harmonious interplay. It's not a clash. harmonious interplay of reality and illusion. While the world and the individual selves are real, their true nature is often obscured by ignorance. The illusion lies not in the unreality of the world, but in the misperception of its relationship to Brahman. The analogy of the body and soul, many of you are familiar. Now, I would like to look at the relevance of Ramanuja's perspective. Ramanuja's philosophy offers a balanced and inclusive vision of reality and illusion. His affirmation of the world's reality provides a robust framework for engaging with the material world ethically and spiritually. At the same time, his emphasis on devotion and surrender fosters a deep sense of connection with the divine. In the modern world, Ramanuja's teachings remind us of the importance of humility, gratitude, and service. By recognizing our dependence on a higher power and our interconnectedness with all beings, we can cultivate a life of purpose and meaning. That is the purpose of any exercise, more so a spiritual exercise. So we can say that Ramanuja's perspective on reality and illusion is a profound synthesis of metaphysics, theology, and spirituality. His doctrine of Vishishtadvaita affirms the reality of Brahman, the individual self, and the world, while emphasizing their intrinsic relationship. By rejecting the notion of Maya as cosmic illusion, Ramanuja offers a more accessible and relatable path to liberation rooted in devotion and self-surrender. In Ramanuja's vision, the world is not an illusion to be transcended, but a divine creation to be cherished and sanctified. The journey from illusion to reality is not a rejection of the world, but a transformation of the perception where the jiva realizes its true nature as a servant of Brahman and attains eternal communion with God. This timeless wisdom continues to inspire seekers on the path of devotion and self-realization. So, what it is, etc., I have tried to touch very briefly. Why understanding reality and illusion matters? What's the purpose of it? Is it for scholars alone or those who are on the path of the sadhana and tapas? I think it requires. What would be the advantages for the students, the young ones, the seekers who are trying to understand Bhagavan Ramanuja's concept of reality and illusion? The first thing is self-awareness. You become more aware of yourself. Critical thinking. You start thinking. You start questioning. You start reasoning. Swamiji was explaining that the students who have demonstrated their very extraordinary powers probably might be using 1/20,000 of the available capacity given by nature to us. As I was hearing him, I recollected what I read somewhere, that Albert Einstein, who was considered as a genius, has stated that 10 to the power of 12, which means 1 followed by 12 zeros. That means 1 lakh crores of neurons is the installed capacity of the human brain. And that he himself, that is Einstein, has used about 10 to 12% of the capacity and not more than that. Impliedly meaning that majority of the very intelligent people, not me, you, very intelligent people might be using less than 10 to 12% because they have not yet broken the records of Albert Einstein. So what does it mean? When you know the truth, when you turn inwards, అంతర్ముఖులైతే, ఏకోన్ముఖత అర్థమైతే, బహుముఖ ప్రజ్ఞ బయటకు వస్తే, తెలుసుకోవాల్సింది ఎంత ఉందో తెలిస్తే, ఎలా తెలుసుకోవాలో తెలిస్తే, తెలియాలనే తపన ప్రారంభమైతే తపస్సులో తొలి అడుగు వేసినట్టు లెక్క. దట్ ఐ థింక్ ఈజ్ ది పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ యాక్టివిటీ. సమయాన్ని గతం, వర్తమానం, భవిష్యత్ అంటాం. గతం మళ్ళీ రాదు, భవిష్యత్ ఇంకా రాలేదు, ఉన్నదేమిటి? ప్రజెంట్ ఒక్కటే. అందుకని మైండ్ఫుల్నెస్ కాన్సెప్ట్ అని చెప్పని అంటున్నారు. లివ్ ఇన్ ది ప్రజెంట్ based on the experience of the past, so that you can create a better future much different from the past. That is the purpose of using the present అని చెప్పని పెద్దలు చెప్తున్నారు. మైండ్ఫుల్నెస్ అని అంటున్నాం, ఎథికల్ లివింగ్, రెసిలియన్స్ అని చెప్పని. నేను ఈ మధ్య మీ అందరికీ తెలిసిందే AI, ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ యొక్క సహాయం కొంత తీసుకున్నా. మరి ఇంత ఫిలసాఫికల్ కాన్సెప్ట్ రోజులు రోజులు కూర్చుని నిష్ణాతులైనటువంటి వ్యక్తులు చర్చించి ఉదాహరణలు ఇచ్చి అవునని కాదని అటు ఇటు చెప్తే చివరికి మనకు కావాల్సిన డికాక్షన్. ఈ డికాక్షన్ ఏమిటి? ఉపయోగపడవాలి. ఎలా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది? అంత అద్భుతంగా తమ ధారణా సామర్థ్యాన్ని ప్రదర్శించినటువంటి పిల్లలు రేపొద్దున ఇంజనీర్లైనా, డాక్టర్లైనా, సైంటిస్టులైనా, ఏమైనా అబ్దుల్ కలాంని మించినటువంటి పేట్రియాటిజంతో కనుక ముందుకొస్తే మన దేశం ఎక్కడుంటుంది? విశ్వగురు స్థానాన్ని మళ్ళీ మరొక్కసారి ఆక్రమించుకు సంసిద్ధమవుతుంది. అది మనకు కావాలి. అదే విద్యుత్ శక్తిని నీరు కాచటానికి ఉపయోగిస్తాం, గడ్డకట్టి మంచు ముద్దలను సృష్టించుకోవటానికి ఉపయోగిస్తాం. కావాల్సింది ఎనర్జీ, ఎఫిషియన్సీ, ఎంతూజియాజం. ఇవి గనక ఉంటే సృజనాత్మకత, క్రియేటివిటీ వెళ్ళి విరుస్తుంది. అది ధారణాశక్తి. ఎందుకు అంటే ఎందుకు వాడుకోవటానికి అని చెప్పని. మరి దీనివల్ల లాభం ఏమిటి? నాకు చెప్పా కదా, అత్యధికులు స్టూడెంట్స్ కాబట్టి స్పిరిచువల్ ప్రాక్టీసెస్ గురించి ఒక అవగాహన ఏర్పడుతుంది. ఒక స్పిరిచువల్ ఫ్రేమ్వర్క్ అంటూ ఉంది అని తెలిసొస్తుంది. రెగ్యులర్ స్పిరిచువల్ ప్రాక్టీస్ వల్ల మనకు తెలిసింది, తెలియనిది, తెలుసుకోవాల్సిన పద్ధతి మనకు తోస్తాయి. స్పిరిచువల్ ట్రెడిషన్స్ని ఎంఫసైజ్ చేస్తాం. మామూలుగా బొట్టు పెట్టుకున్న వాళ్ళని చూసి నవ్వటం, గుడికి వెళ్తున్న వాళ్ళని చూసి నవ్వటం, చెప్పులు వదిలిపెట్టి దండం పెడితే చెప్పులు ఎందుకు వేసుకున్నామని అనటం, చెప్పులు వేసుకుని గుళ్ళోకి ఎందుకు వెళ్ళకూడదు అనేటువంటి ఈ తిక్క ప్రశ్నల తికమకలు ఉన్నాయే, వీటిలో నుంచి బయటపడటానికి ఏ దృష్టి అవసరమో ఆ దృష్టిపై సారించేటువంటి నేర్పరితనం ఈ వేదాంత చర్చ మనకు ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. ఇంకా ఆలోచిస్తే మన కోర్ వాల్యూస్ ఏమిటి? ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నాం, ఎలా జీవించాలి, ఇతరులు ఎలా జీవించారు, ఈనాటి డిజిటల్ ఆకర్షణల నుంచి, కులాస విలాస దిలాసాల ప్రపంచం నుంచి మనస్సును ఏకాగ్రత వైపు నడిపించటం ఎలా, ఎందుకు అనేటువంటి ప్రశ్నలకు సమాధానాలు దొరుకుతాయి. ఇన్నర్ పీస్ దొరుకుతుంది. సెల్ఫ్ డిస్కవరీ, రెసిలియన్స్ అంటే పొరపాటున అనుకున్నదంతా అనుకున్నట్టు అవనప్పుడు, ఓడిపోయినప్పుడు, తల వంచవలసి వచ్చినప్పుడు విరమించటం కాదు, తలెత్తుకుని నిలిచే, తల్లి తలదించుకునేలా జీవించటం కాదు, కన్న తల్లి తలెత్తుకుని తిరిగేలా, నిన్ను కన్నందుకు గర్వించేలా నీ జీవితాన్ని ఎలా సరిదిద్దుకోవాలో అది సంభవం అవుతుంది. కనెక్షన్ తెలుస్తుంది, ఎథికల్ లివింగ్ తెలుస్తుంది, హౌ టు బ్యాలెన్స్ విత్ ది మోడర్న్ టెక్నాలజీ, ఈ డిజిటల్ డిస్ట్రాక్షన్స్ నుంచి బయటపడటం తెలుస్తుంది, ఆల్ట్రూయిజం అర్థమవుతుంది, లాంగ్ టర్మ్ పర్స్పెక్టివ్ తెలిసొస్తుంది, గ్రాటిట్యూడ్ ఎంత అవసరమో తెలుస్తుంది, మెంటల్ హెల్త్ వస్తుంది, సస్టైనబుల్ లివింగ్ అర్థమవుతుంది, ఐడెంటిటీ క్రైసిస్ తెలుస్తుంది, లైఫ్ లాంగ్ లెర్నింగ్కు కావలసిన పునాది ఏర్పడుతుంది. అంటే వాట్ ఈజ్ ది పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ లైఫ్ అన్నప్పుడు లివింగ్ ఎ లైఫ్ ఆఫ్ పర్పస్ అని సమాధానం చెప్పారు. ప్రయోజనవంతమైన, ప్రభావోపేతమైన, స్ఫూర్తినిచ్చే, ఎదుట వాళ్లకు మార్గదర్శకత్వం వహించగలిగేలా జీవించటానికి ఈ వేదాంత చర్చ ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. స్వస్తి, శుభం. నాకు ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చినందుకు రుణపడి ఉన్నాను.
Thank you, sir. Jai Shrimanarayana, sir. Now, really, it's a wonderful speech. All of you have to be, we have to note down these points, and if possible, we will try to practice. We will become successful, what sir has said. Thank you so much, sir, for your great inspirational message that you have given. Now, I request His Holiness, our Acharya, Chinnajiyar Swamiji, మన అహోబిల జిఆర్ స్వామి వారు దీనికంటే ఒక 2 మాటలు మాట్లాడవలసిందిగా విజ్ఞాపన చేస్తున్నాం.
ఓం అస్మద్గురుభ్యో నమః. జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ. జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ. ఈరోజు చాలా ఆనందదాయకంగా ఉంది. ప్రతి సంవత్సరం ఒక్కొక్క విలక్షణంగా జరుపుకుంటున్నాం కార్యక్రమాలు రామానుజ వారి సన్నిధిలో. గతంలో మధ్యాహ్నం పూట వేల మంది పిల్లలు, చిన్నారులు వచ్చి నృత్యాలు, ఆటలు, పాటలు చేసేవారు. కానీ స్వామివారు ఆలోచించారు, దాంతోపాటు వాళ్ళకి విజ్ఞానాన్ని కూడా అందిస్తే బాగుండు అని ఇలా ఏర్పాటు చేశారు. ఇది కాలేజీల్లో చదువుకునే పిల్లలు, ఎందుకంటే చాలామంది అసలు రామానుజులు అంటే ఎందుకు, ఎవరు, ఎంతోమంది ఎన్నో మాట్లాడుతుంటారు. ఇంత పెద్ద స్టాచ్యూ కట్టడం అవసరమా అండి, దేనికోసం కట్టారు అని ఇలాంటివి ఎన్నో అడుగుతూ ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళకి సమాధానం తెలియాలి. ఎందుకోసం ఒక ఆచార్యుడు గొప్పవాడుగా ఆయన ఇక్కడ కూర్చుని ఉన్నారు, ఇవన్నీ తెలియాలి అంటే మనం కూడా కొన్ని నేర్చుకోవాలి. దానికి ఒక వేదిక కావాలి. ఇదిగో ఈ వేదిక సిద్ధమైంది. ఇందాక మనం చూసాం, చిన్న చిన్న పిల్లలు, అమెరికాలో ఇలాంటి పిల్లలు 10,000 మంది ఉన్నారు. వాళ్ళందరూ ఇలాగే భగవద్గీత కావచ్చు, విష్ణు సహస్రనామం అన్నీ వాళ్ళు తయారయ్యారు. అంటే అక్కడ ఉండే పిల్లలే కాకుండా ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ పిల్లలు కూడా చాలామంది తయారవుతున్నారు వాళ్ళని చూసి. మరి మనం కూడా తయారవ్వాలా వద్దా? ఎంతమంది నేర్చుకోవాలంటారు? అందరం నేర్చుకోవాలి. చూడండి, ఈరోజు మన ప్రొఫెసర్ గారు కూడా ఎంత అందంగా మాట్లాడారో, ఎంత బాగా చెప్పారో. అందువల్ల మనం మంచి విషయ పరిజ్ఞానం మనం ఆర్జించాలి. కానీ నేర్చుకోవాలని చాలామందికి ఉన్నా నేర్పేవాళ్ళు లోకంలో దొరకరు. ఆశ చాలామందికి ఉంటుంది, కానీ దిశ చూపించేవాళ్ళు దొరకరు. దిశ చూపించేవాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, కానీ వచ్చి కూర్చుని కూడా ఏం వింటాను లేదు, ఇది మనకు అవసరమా అనిపించేవాళ్ళు చాలామంది ఉంటారు. ఎందుకంటే మరి మేమంతా వచ్చాం కదా అని మీరు అనుకోవచ్చు. మా లెక్చరర్స్ పొండిరా అంటే వచ్చాం అనేవాళ్ళు కొంతమంది, లేదు నేను నేర్చుకుంటా అనుకునేవాళ్ళు కొంతమంది. విషయం ఏంటంటే వేల మంది నేర్చుకోవచ్చు, కానీ ఒకడు మాత్రం రత్నంగా తయారవుతాడు. ఆ ఒక్కడి వల్ల ప్రపంచం అంతా మారుతుంది. దేశానికే మంచి వన్నె తెచ్చి వాళ్ళు తయారవుతారు. అటువంటి మంచి సాన పెట్టే ఒక కార్యక్రమం మా జిఆర్ స్వామి ఎప్పటి నుంచో ఆరంభించారు. మరి సాన పెట్టడం అంటే తెలుసు కదా, సాన వల్ల మనకి మెరుపు వస్తుంది. మెరుపు రావాలా వద్దా? మేకప్ వేసుకుంటే చెమట పడితే కరిగిపోతుంది, అవి పనికిరావు. ఇలాంటి విజ్ఞాన వేదికలు కావాలి. ఇలాంటివి ఎన్నో మన ఆచార్యులు చేయగలిగే సామర్థ్యం కలిగిన వారు. మనం ముడి సరుకుగా వారికి దొరికితే చాలు. అందుదామా, పారిపోదామా? మీరే ఆలోచించుకోండి. చక్కగా చేద్దాం మంచి కార్యక్రమాలు. మీ అందరికీ స్వాగతం పలుకుతూ జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ స్వామి, ధన్యవాదములు. ఇప్పుడు మనం అందరం ఎదురు చూస్తున్నటువంటి సమయం ఆసన్నమైంది. మీ దగ్గర బుక్స్, పెన్నులు కూడా ఉన్నాయి. ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్స్ ఉంటే సార్దును స్వామివారిది కూడా మీరు నోట్ చేసుకోండి. మీకు తర్వాత కూడా కొన్ని ప్రశ్నలు, మీ డౌట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే అడిగేందుకు అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి స్పెసిఫిక్ క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా మీరు డౌట్స్ ఏమైనా ఉంటే తయారు చేసి పెట్టుకోండి. మీరు తయారై కూడా వచ్చారు. ఇప్పుడు మన స్వామివారిని వారి యొక్క మంగళాశాసనములు కృప చేయవలసిందిగా కోరుచున్నాం.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ. At the outset, our Mangala Sasanams to all the students and the colleges in bringing you here for an intellectual or academic session. Just now, we heard a very beautiful message from Professor Viswanathanji, and before that, wonderful thoughts were focused towards the topic reality and illusion as understood and presented by Ramanujacharya Swami, who is sitting right in front of us, blessing us all with thoughtfulness. How many of you are getting dreams? Dreams. Oh, that's great. Most of the times, you always expect that what you have seen in the dream should come to reality, isn't it? Once I saw a pot full of gold coins in my dream. I thought it's really wonderful. We can achieve many more things because of that. But the moment I woke up, I was just on my bed. There is no pot nor the gold coins. And one day, I saw another dream. I was just walking through a mango groves. Beautiful mangoes. All they are charakorasams. Did you hear the name charakorasam? A variety of mango fruit. It's not sugarcane juice, no. The rasalu is the variety of mango where you have so delicious juice and you feel like just drinking and drinking and drinking, isn't it? And one day I saw that I was walking through a mango grove and the fruits are, in a very reachable areas. They were just hanging. And I felt like tasting a mango and went to a mango fruit and then caught hold of it and plucked and about to eat that mango. Suddenly my friend came and woke me up and I was pretty much disturbed. He deprived me of tasting that mango fruit. But he said, hey, be in a real world. Where is the mango? You are in your room, he said. And when I woke up and looked around, it is true. There is no mango tree, nor hanging mangoes. Only there is a cat. Moving from the side. Be in the world. You are in your college hostel room. Remember Don't fool all of us talking about the mango fruits and trees. My friend warned me, right? Now, a question crossed through my mind. What is that I saw in the dream? Mango tree and mango fruits. Are they real or illusionary? What are they? Are they real? And I saw the pot full of gold coins. Is it real? What are they then? What does it mean by illusion? What does it mean by real? It struck me in my mind. What does it mean by real? What does it mean by illusion? There is a student just joined the college and he was pretty happy because he got admitted in a very prestigious college and he was aspiring for golden future. And he returned home and laid on the bed because it was pretty strenuous journey to reach that college and come back to the room. And he was very much tired. And then he was on the bed and started seeing something as if he completed his education in that prestigious college. Because it is a prestigious college, there was a campus selection and in the final year, and he was selected for an international company where they have offered $200,000 per month. And he was very, very excited and delighted. And then he thought that I construct a big building and then I appoint many people around me to work for me. And I instruct them to do this and do that. And there will be some people who never care the bosses. And one person will not care me. And I hit him and said, "You get out of my place." This boy was just dreaming. All this is in his dream. Understood? And he was the son of a potter. You know potter? What does it mean by potter? Who makes pots. And he made, his father made nice pots and stocked them on the same room where this boy was sleeping. And when he, in his dream, hit the servant, and he really hit the pot, where the pots are kept one over the other. The moment he hit the pot, and it was broken, and all the pots fell down on him, and they also were broken because they were fresh pots kept for drying. And father came out from his room after hearing the sound, and then he saw this boy woke up, of course, but He spoiled the entire stock he made, and then he gave left and right to the boy. And then the boy said, Dad, I got a dream. What can I do? I was not able to control myself. Why you hit me like this? And father said, you fool, don't make daydreams. What you see there in the dream is all illusion. Then, Father, why should you hit me? It was illusion. Then why should I bear with all these kind of pains? You fool. Though dream is illusion, but hitting the part is true. And the damage is true. You made unnecessary damage to my hard labor. And Father, is my dream true or not? He questioned. You have to answer me now. The boy asked his father, when my dream is not true and it is illusion, why should I hit the pot? Why should they fall down on me? And why should you hit me? Do you understand my question? Now you have to tell me, is his dream, is it true or illusion? Illusion. What does it mean by illusion? He acted properly and he acted in real world. How do you say that then? This is where the question started. Illusion and reality. We see many things. We imagine so many things. We aspire for so many things. Are they illusionary or real? We see so many things in our dreams. Are they real or illusionary? Now, there is a wonderful slogan from our governments. Dare to dream. What is the slogan? Dare to dream. That means, are they throwing us into illusion? As you said, dream is illusion, isn't it? Whatever you see in the dream is illusion. It means a dream is a wasteful stuff. Yes or no? Our governments are encouraging us, or probably all the visionaries are encouraging us, saying, what are they saying? Dare to dream. Are they misleading us? Encouraging us. Then you say that dream is wrong, dream is illusionary. So there the governmental people are saying, live in illusion, isn't it? The saying is only just this, dare to dream. Now you have to tell me, should we dream or not? Hello? Should we dream or not? Huh? Hey, Mike.
We should dream, Swamiji, but we have to believe in reality because these dreams and reality interplay in our life.
See, the purpose of their telling is dare enough to dream, isn't it?
Yes,
And
sir.
you say dream is illusion. It means they are encouraging you to be in illusion. Then how can you come to reality?
Little bit confusing, Swamiji.
That is confusing. Very good. I appreciate you.
How can dreams be illusion if the person who is dreaming is real? So his dreams also should be real. Just as the person is real, the shadow is real. So dreams should be real. So we should dream.
That is good. It's a wonderful logic. But my question is, I did not find the gold coins and the mangoes.
Swamiji, I think we should find our true self so that we can know our capability, so that we can dream and we just turn into that reality.
If you get pot full of gold coins, the ED people and IT people immediately come and take them all.
So one must be dare to dream, but it is not an illusion according to me.
So dream is not just illusion.
Yes, Swamiji.
Good.
Narayana.
Yeah.
See, I believe that while we are dreaming of an illusion, but we also need to stay rooted in reality. So we need to make those dreams into reality. Work hard to turn those dreams into reality.
That's good. Friend?
Pots and his fantastic job opportunities, etc. But the only thing that he did, which was a mistake, that he had reacted to his dream. So my point is, there is no any mistake if we dream, if we react immediately to the dream, then we'll face the consequences, just like the boy in the story. Jai Shriman Narayan.
Good. Next.
Jai Shramanarayana Swamiji. So the boy got a dream about his future. So the dream and his future, he's thinking, is in his mind and is in his heart. So according to the dream, he is getting some feelings in the dream. So according to the feeling, what you said actually, the people, someone who not follow the boss order, and he felt to beat them or hit them. So the boy is getting angry in the dream. The feeling, the dream is not real, but the feeling is real that made him hit the pot. That is my point for Swamiji.
That's nice. Okay. Let me tell you a few things. We talked about a few things just before, like Advaita, Visishta Advaita, Brahma, etc., right? let's keep all those things aside. Okay? Let us be in our level and then talk about these things. Probably a few of you might have heard a song from some movie, it seems. Jagame Maya. Next. Vah. Jagame Maya, Bratuke Maya, Vedalalo. This is, I think, probably some person sung, not being in the right condition. You understand? He was pretty much disappointed with his life, lost everything in his life, and got addicted to so many things. And then he started singing this song. Then it came to him, Jakame Maya, Bratuke Maya. I was defeated. I was defeated. I lost everything. Lost my job, lost my wealth, lost my goodwill, lost everything. I believed in so many people, but all they cheated me. And let me not believe in everything. And let me not believe in anything. All what I see here around me is simply Maya. Chal. Chhod do is jagat ko. This is how that guy came to a conclusion. Do you ever expect a person who is well off says this kind of words? Never. When he got everything in his hand, when he got people under his control, and when he is in good health and hale, then he never speaks this kind of stuff. Yes, he says, I am the monarch and I have to do everything on my own, and so on and so forth. My friends, the question came to people when they dream during their sleep. They see so many things. Some are positive, some are negative, some are passive. Different types of experiences, right? When we see some forest and a tiger is right in front of us, and then we wanted to climb a tree, and then the moment we saw the upside of the tree, there is a bear coming down, and from another side there is an elephant coming, and then we suddenly woke up screaming, and then mom came and hugged us and said, hey, why are you crying? My child, you are with me. And then he said, Mom, I saw a very, very fearful dream. He says, isn't it? So they are fearful, they are negative dreams. There are some positive dreams, and there are some passive dreams also. Whatever we see during the time of dream is not there in the real world. The real world is something different. And then they thought, some people thought, dream is not real. It is not real, so it is illusionary. Because it is illusionary, and we should not believe in it. They took it as an analogy to say, to interpret this to the life, whatever you see during the dream, you really feel it. When there is a fruit you touched, you feel the touch. You smell, you taste, you listen to the beautiful sounds and stuff. And the fear is true, joy is true. People around you during the state of dream also true. You get real experiences, isn't it? Do you understand that it is a dream? Can you? You cannot. You think it is so true. That means all sensory experiences will be there even during the dream. So they said, in a philosophical way, they took it as an analogy to say, as the dream is illusionary, but gives all sorts of experiences, but when you open your eyes and everything will disappear, nothing will be there. So also, the world you live in is a big dream. As a person during the time of dream, not able to understand that it is a dream, but get all experiences 100% perfect. So also now, you are also getting all the experiences of your life, but this is a big dream. This is a very big dream in which you are. But remember, you are now in dream. This dream also will go. The moment you open your eyes, this dream will disappear and you alone will remain. Nothing will be there and you are the Brahma. You are the ultimate. Nothing around you is there. All these will go. Because as I said, that is a small dream that goes in few hours of the day. This is a bigger dream, also will go, of course, in a simple span of time. But remember, during that dream also, sometimes the person who is dreaming sees from his childhood to his old age. Isn't it? Some dreams will be like that also. We spend many years and decades even during the dream. But we don't know that it is a dream and it will disappear. There also we try to earn things, we try to enjoy things, we try to love people, we try to cheat people, we'll try to deceive people, and we also get deceived by people, and we cry, we laugh, and we sleep, we wake. So many things we do even during that dream time. Yes or no? The moment you wake up, that will disappear totally, you remain. So also the world we live in, this is a bigger dream. You are in that dream and you are mistakenly identifying yourself with your name, with your caste, with your creed, and with your race and religion, wealth, education, etc., etc., and feeling ego, arrogance, so many, of course, evil things also we own, sometimes good things also we own, and then try to do so many things with people around. Don't do that. To say If you really understand that it is a dream, and you will not act arrogantly, you will not become egomaniac, you become quiet, cool. If you understand, and if you do not understand, of course, you become, just like very, a free bird like. You act indifferently, and don't act like that. Practice good things. To say this, the intention of the persons who said that this is a big dream, what the name you have taken as Advaita philosophy, is also to say, be good, don't be arrogant, don't be egotistic, don't cheat others, don't speak lies, be good, do good, and speak good. To say this only, they have taken dream as an analogy. But then they said, all this is just dream. Dream. And hence it is illusion. That is where Ramanujacharya comes into picture. To put a man in good practice, to make a man humble, you need not say that the world we live in is a dream, big dream, or an illusion. The world we are living is not illusion. Is it illusionary? Everything you see? They said this is not illusion. The analogy what was given is not right analogy. Do you know why? A person is in a dream, and of course he is doing something, good or bad, whatever it may be. Will he understand that I am in dream? He won't. When he will be able to understand that it was dream? After he wake up, right? Then only he will be able to understand. Our waking up from this big dream is only comes after death. Then only your dream is completed, isn't it? Till then you are in dream only. Then being in dream, how can you talk about a state after waking up? Is it logical? It's pretty much illogical. So, if you really say that you are in a big dream, don't talk about a state after waking up. It is a wrong thing, first of all. And second point, what you, being a student, should understand is whatever you see in the dream or during the dream, is it real or unreal? Whatever you see in the dream, is it real or unreal? Huh? It's not unreal. That is also real. How? I'll tell you. Have you ever seen any movie? How many of you have seen movies? Good. Whatever you see on the screen, is it real or unreal? Think and say. Huh? Hey, Mike. ఇక్కడ కూర్చోడ్డే అలాగా, బీ అవైలబుల్. Whatever hey, mic is not on. Turn it on. Yeah.
Jai Shriman Narayana Swamiji. Sometimes whatever we see in those movies, some of the movies are based upon the real incidents. Like they might be the biographical sketches of someone else, like the great patriotic people and the soldiers who have contributed their lives for the sake of the betterment of our nation. And some movies are unreal. They are just created for the purpose
Now,
of
see,
entertaining the
my
audience.
question is, whatever you are seeing on the screen, is it real or not? That is only the question.
It is both real and unreal, Swamiji.
How come it becomes unreal? If it is unreal, how do they shoot it? Whatever you are seeing on the screen is shooted at some point of time, isn't it?
Yes, Swamiji.
It may not be now, but somebody acted and somebody shooted. Was it a real shooted or non-real shooting?
It's a real shooting, Swamiji.
That means any picture you see on the screen is
real.
a real one only. Yes or no?
Yes, Swamiji.
But it may not be happening now in front of you, but when it was shooted, it was exactly happening that way. How can you say it is unreal then?
Not say it unreal, Swamiji.
Yes. Now, you see in certain movies, a person is flying across the sky, like Narada. He was walking on the clouds, Narayana, Narayana. Is it real or not?
Not.
It's not real? Is it real or not real? See, we are seeing every day so many movies, but we are so much confused. That means the time we are spending on those things, you can see many movies, no objection, but while watching, think, contemplate on that properly, then that becomes really worth watching. Otherwise, wasting the mind, time, energy, etc. Isn't it? So, the answer is pretty simple. That's why I say. Narada walking across the clouds, what you see on the screen is a real stuff. Because there was a person walking. There were clouds moving. When clouds were moving, that was shooted. When person was walking, that was shooted separately. And in the mixer, both were added together. Do you understand what I said? And then you felt that Narada was walking across the clouds. Whatever you have seen, both are true, but separately shooted and added together. It is what you call graphics. Even that is true. Everything what you imagine, what you see what you understand. Maybe in the dreams, all they are true. Understand? But not today. But at some point of time, it was exactly that one which was shooted by your camera called eyes, your camera called your ears, and your camera called your nose, and your camera called tongue, skin. With these, those things were recorded and kept those records preserved in your mind. They are true records. Sometimes few records are mixed up together, and then you see so many things. Sometimes you may see that you are under the waters, or sometimes you may feel that you are above the sky. But sky is true, your being is also true, but they were mixed up by someone. That is important. You did not mix them up, but somebody mixed them up. When you talk about a movie, as Narada was walking and clouds were moving, there was an editor who knows how to mix them up. He did it for you so that you can have a feel. Either you, by seeing that, sometimes you may cry, sometimes you may laugh, sometimes you may be passive. But for your sake, that editor mixed them up and presented to you. And basing on your inclination, you started watching them. So also, whatever we see during our dreams, all they are the past records reserved and preserved with us. We do not know from what time, because we grew up from the day we landed on this earth. Before that, we were in the womb of mother. And even prior to that, we were in the form of a small tiny cell in father's body. And before that, we were in his mother. And before that, we were with his father. So the travel, the journey was happening since long. And because of that, so many records are made, and all they are here, even now, with us. Even now, with us. And basing on what you have to experience, probably there is someone who is within you called the super power, cosmic power. People call God. He knows what kind of experience to be shared, to be given to you, and he becomes the editor. And then he, the one, edits that, mixes up a few records here and there, and then focuses them on your mind, called dream. By seeing that, then you start getting experiences. Now tell me, is that state of dream, is it real or illusionary? It's a real state. When you take the dream as an analogy to talk about the big world you live in, as that dream is true, so also the big world is also true. You understand? This is not illusion. Nothing is illusionary. The world is so true as your dream. And what is the difference? That is also created by X. This is also created by the same X. Because the one supreme cosmic energy whom you call as God is there within you, is here within everything. And that one edits that dream and also the big world. The only difference is the editing done during your dream is exclusively for you. Understand? Is exclusively for you. He edited and he presented to you. It is only you get the experience. Whereas, whatever you see in this big world, this is also an edited and presented stuff. But remember, this is not for individual sake. Everything in this world is for collective experience. You understand what does it mean? Collective experience. That means I hold a mic in my hand. This is created by someone. I don't know who that guy was or is, but somebody created this. This is not exclusively for me. You understand? This is now created for sake of all of us who are here and for all those who are watching that TV live telecast there. For all of them, this is created. This is called collective experience. And not only that, somebody brought this raw material even for the experience of that guy. Somebody processed this to make this this handle, and again somebody made the mesh at the end. Somebody made the speaker inside, and somebody gave the receiver here, and somebody connected this to that monitor, and from that monitor, that also was made by somebody else, right? So this single piece of mouth, what you call that a mouthpiece, is created not just for me. Now you are all watching. This is also giving a kind of experience to you all, isn't it? So this one single piece is created for all of us so that we can consume some stock of the past records, what we call as karma. What do we call it? Karma. That is a different thing. You know, some people break their head. Em chestandra na karma. That is a different stuff. That is a meaningless word. I am talking about karma. No aspirant is there. It is a light word. Understand? Karma. Karma means past stock of records. To consume a few portion of those records, this is created by that cosmic power called God. You take anything in this world, for example, the tree there. Even the tree is not created for one person's experience. We are all watching now that it's created for all of us. And few people may stand under the tree for shade for some time to get some breeze. for their sake. Somebody grew it in the garden for his sake. Somebody nurtured it with some fertilizer and water for his sake. Somebody purchased, somebody brought it, somebody sowed it, somebody taking care of it. How many people are involved with that single tree? Do you understand? For the sake of all these people's experience, that is created. Now you take in that sense any object in this world, any object in that sense. Somebody gave a fruit to you. You took that fruit. It's not created for just you. Somebody purchased it. Somebody brought it to the retail shopkeeper, and somebody brought it from the wholesaler, and somebody packed it in the garden. Somebody grew it in the garden, and somebody took care of it. And somebody brought some fertilizers and then poured there. And somebody brought some pesticides and sprayed there. And you just peeled it, the skin, and then removed the, what you call them, the segments, and then shared with 1, 2, 3. Even for the sake of all of them, that small fruit is created. Understand? Anything you take in this world, none of these objects are created for individual experience, but all these are created for the collective experience of many, many, many. But created for experience. So also your small dream created for your experience. That is individual experience, but in the world, collective experience. So that is true, and this is also true. Nothing is there in the world called illusionary. There is nothing you can call as illusionary. You take any word for example, and you can understand how it doesn't become illusionary. Many people think the dream is illusionary. I proved that even the dream is also not illusionary. In many Vedantic or philosophical books, a very common analogy is given to say illusion is a serpent and a rope. Did you hear that? A rope and a serpent. Somebody was just going somewhere and there was a rope lying. He thought it is a snake. And then he started yelling and started shivering and started running. Is the snake real or illusionary? There is no real snake. It's only a rope. And he thought it is a snake and then started all sorts of reactions. That is how we are living in this world. They give that as an example. Many people give this as an example. This is where Ramanujacharya says, my friend, whatever the thought crossed through your mind like a snake on the rope is also not illusionary. It's also true. It's also true. Hey Swamiji, no snake at all. How can you say it is true? Ramanuja said, that is also true, my friend. I'll tell you how. Once upon a time, you saw a snake. Understand? You saw a snake. and your eyes recorded that snake and kept that record in your mind. How the snake will be? Will be just like this, in a zigzagging way, sometimes with a hood raising in one side of it. That is how you see the snake, right? You went to a place probably during the dusk, evening time, when there is no proper sun and it is not even dark. Light is very poor. Your eyes also are poor. But you saw snake, isn't it? You know the form. Now you saw the rope, which is also probably a coconut rope or something like that, which was just opened and kept there, which is like in a zigzagging mode, and one end they tied it up and it was just raising like this. By seeing a few elements of the snake which were already there in your record, in your storeroom, and the resemblance is also there in the rope, and your mind, just like your computer, when you give 2 letters, it picks up a few more words of that category, of that nature. Like if you want to type, like a school, SCHOOL, the moment you type SC, then it brings signs. So many other words also like that. So also, your mind is still powerful than the computer. So the moment you saw the round shape, zigzagging mode, and because it is not totally light, and your mind started recollecting such kind of forms like snake, brought it on that, imposed on the rope, and then you finished finding it out whether it is correct or not, and you started screaming and running, shivering, and other things happened. What happens? If your friend comes to you, takes a torch, brings you there, focuses on that, and then he shows that clearly and holds it and say, hey, this is not a snake, this is a rope. And then you understand, oh, this is a rope. And then why I thought it is snake? There are certain reasons like poor light, poor vision, resemblance of few elements of the snake. You thought it is. It is with the half knowledge you did it. They say, as you imposed snake on a rope, thus all these realities, what you call in the world, are all you, I, he, she, father, mother, wife, husband. All these sorts of things are imposed on the Brahma, and then started thinking that this is the world, like a snake. And then we started dealing with them as if they are true, but they are not true. They are wrong. Only one Brahma is true. Everything is like a snake. It goes illusionary. But Ramanuja said, don't say that. Not illusionary. Did not impose a snake on a tree. You understand? You never impose a snake on a tree or on a pot, on a wall, on a pole, on a beam, on a chair. You impose only on the rope because there is a kind of resemblance. Are you able to understand my point? Because of the resemblance, you start thinking it like that. Everything is real. I will tell you now two things. One, nothing is illusionary in this world. Nothing is illusionary. Everything is true. As you yourself just now said, my friends, that in the movie, the person whom you are seeing on the screen may not be here now, but he was there at some point of time. Time is different, place is different, but scene is true. Yes or no? Similarly, nothing is illusionary, number one. Number two, you need to understand what does it mean by reality. Reality. We think reality means whatever I think should be translated into my own experience. That becomes real. Now, that is the definition we give, right? But that's not the definition. Reality means that whichever gives you an experience is real. What is that? Whichever gives you an experience, any type of experience, maybe it is a passive experience, maybe it is a negative experience, maybe it is a positive experience, that is all what you call true. I already told you, when you see a mango garden in your dream, mango garden is true because you saw sometime mango garden, that is recorded. You are moving through that also is true because you moved somewhere from somewhere to some place. Movement is true, object is true, but both are mixed by someone. That's what I say, not you. అనుకుని పడుకుంటే డ్రీమ్స్ వస్తాయా మనకి? నాకు మంచి మంచి డ్రీమ్ వస్తే బాగుండని పడుకుంటే ఆ రోజు రాత్రి భూతం కల్లోకి వస్తుంది. Whatever you think, that won't come in dreams, because dreams are not made by you. Dreams are made by inner power called God. Who is that God? That is a different issue. Whether it is Vishnu, Narayana, or Allah, or Jesus, or whatever, let people call with thousands of names. I don't mind. Understand what I said? People may give some name to God, but that's okay. But that God, who is all-knowing, is able to provide that mixing activity, and he does it. So, my point you need to understand is, mango is true, your being there is true, so both are true only. But don't expect that you have to see that mango garden today. That is where we get mistaken. Isn't it? Normally what we think, Swamiji, I saw this kind of thing in my dream. Is it going to reality? That is not the point now for us to understand about the dream. Reality means that which gives some kind of experience is called reality. అర్థమైందా? ఏం అర్థమైంది? What did you understand? Yes. Reality is that, reality means is that anything that gives you a kind of experience, it need not be appearing as it is you have experienced, but it should give you some kind of experience. Like you saw a lion in your dream. How do you say that? Is it giving you some kind of experience or not? Is it translated into some kind of action or not? తెలుగులో అడుగుతా, మీరు నిద్రలో కలలో ఏదో ఒకటి చూశారు, అది ఏదో ఒక రకమైన యాక్షన్లోకి వస్తోందా లేదా? ఏం యాక్షన్? ఫస్ట్ లేవగానే అమ్మో నాకింత భయంకరమైన కల వచ్చింది, అబ్బా నాకెంత మంచి కల వచ్చింది అనడానికి పనికొస్తోందా లేదా? పనికొస్తుంది. ఎవరితోటైనా చెప్పడానికి, షేర్ చేయడానికి పనికొస్తోందా లేదా? Sometimes we may not remember. Most of the times we forget the moment we wake up. But that's okay. But you are feeling something after waking up. Yeah, I saw so nice dream. Otherwise, I saw so scary dream. To say like this, it is leading you, isn't it? That is also a type of action. It is also a kind of action that dream led you to. మిమ్మల్ని ఏదో ఒక దాంట్లోకి అనడానికో అనడానికో అనిపించడానికో అది పనికొచ్చిందా లేదా? కళ పనికొచ్చిందా లేదా అంటే అదే, దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ వీ కాల్ రియాలిటీ. లీడింగ్ యూ టు సమ్ యాక్షన్ ఈజ్ కాల్డ్ రియాలిటీ. It is a prediction. Some people say something about the dreams. I'll give you a nice example. You saw some clouds in the sky. You predict it may rain. It may not rain. But you predict. If your prediction is good, then you will be able to predict appropriately by seeing that specific cloud. Cloud is only an indicator, isn't it? So also your dreams, whatever you see during the dream is only an indication for something to your experience. That is what Ramanuja said, saying, in this big world or in our personal life, nothing is illusion or illusionary. Everything is true. Your dream is true. The object you see in the dream are true. But at some point of time, at some place, that is what very important. And second thing is, whatever you see in the dream is for your own experience, and similarly in the world you see are for collective experience. And your individual dream also, you are not the creator. Even for this big world also, you are not the creator. Creator for this and that is God, who said that to you. Then Ramanuja refers to Veda. Ramanuja, he goes back to Vedas, and there he says, there is a mantra from Vedas, says, na tatra radhaha. radhinaha na panthanaha sasrujati. There is one who creates. Though there are no horses, no chariots, no charioteers, nothing, but he created all of them to give some sort of experience to you, so that you can reduce your past records and you can be free. If it is a positive dream, some good records are consumed. If it is a bad dream, some bad records are consumed. If it is a passive dream, some passive records are consumed. By consuming those records, you become free. But how many records are there? That we don't know. There are so many innumerable records in our bodies. But the point we need to understand, as per Ramanujacharya, everything in this world is true. Nothing is illusionary. Because it is true, lead a true life. Lead a true life, a true personality, with the true people around, with the true activities, with the true knowledge, with the true actions. Don't say everything is illusion, so I do as I wish. And don't think that you can act at your whims and fancies. Lead a fair, truthful life. You know, there is a nice example they say. Once, a person was giving a big discourse. There are people sitting and listening. In olden days, not today. And then he said, oh, the world is illusion. Everything is illusion. So nothing to bother about. Everything will disappear. And you remain as Brahma. And be assured. He completed his discourse. And then he came out of the room. Then one elephant became free from the rope and then started running towards him. And then he also started running away from that. Some people who listened to his discourse and also coming out of the room said, Sir, when the elephant is also illusion, why are you running, sir, by seeing that elephant? And then he said, no, elephant is illusion, my running also illusion. Gajam midhya, palayanam midhya. He says, you know, the elephant is also not true. Seeing that, being scared and running is also illusion. Don't think that it is true. Don't speak such kind of nonsense words. Ramanujacharya Swami says, the world you live in is so true. The family you born in is also true. The practices that your ancestors did also are true. The roles and responsibilities you need to play in the world are also true. Don't escape from anything saying that these are illusionary. Can't escape from anything. Everything is true. Act truly in this real life. Be a responsible citizen of this world and play your role perfectly. believing in the presence of that inner power called God. Whether it is Dvaitam, Advaitam or Visishtadvaitam, all these things are different. They come later. But first of all, you need to understand that we have a responsible life. We need to play a responsible role in the world. Don't try to skip from your roles and responsibilities. Lead a fair life. This is the brief essence of what Ramanuja is trying to communicate to all of us, my friends. I think I am clear. Am I clear? Or did I confuse you a lot? It's okay. But I am very, very happy that you gone deep into the concepts of philosophy like Advaita, Visishtadvaita, etc. and try to understand so many things from that. But I am very, very happy. But let us talk about those topics like what does it mean by Advaitam, what does it mean by Visishta Advaitam, whether they are contradictory to each other or complementary to each other, whether they are supporting each other or whether they are fighting with each other. This kind of stuff we will discuss, after probably some time when the time permits. Is it okay? Jai Sriman Narayan. God bless you all.
జై శ్రీమన్నారాయణ. దాసోహములు స్వామివారు క్విక్గా మనం ఇప్పుడు త్వరగా మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నట్టయితే, ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నట్టయితే కొంతమంది మీరు అడగవచ్చు. మీ చేయలేపినట్టయితే మీ దగ్గర రేజ్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్, ద మైక్ విల్ కమ్ టు యూ. బీ బ్రీఫ్ అండ్ బీ క్లియర్ అబౌట్ ద క్వశ్చన్. ఫస్ట్ వీ విల్ గివ్ ద ప్రిఫరెన్స్ టు ద స్టూడెంట్స్ అండ్ దెన్ టీచర్స్ అండ్ దెన్ ఇన్వైటీస్. స్టూడెంట్ సైడ్ ఎనీబడి? ప్లీజ్. You speak later, Baba. Please sit down. There is somebody else. That boy wanted to speak.
గురువు గారు విశిష్టాద్వైత సిద్ధాంతం ప్రకారము రామానుజాచార్యుల వారు అవిద్యామాయం తొలగించుకోవడం అంటే భగవంతుని చేరుకోవడమే అని చెప్పారు కదా. అలా భగవంతుని చేరుకోవడంలో మనకి ఎన్నో పరీక్షలు వస్తాయి కదా, అవి ఎలా ఎదుర్కోగలం మనము? అంటే కొన్నిసార్లు మనకు ఆ పరీక్షల నుంచి బయటపడడానికి ఆన్సర్ దొరుకుతున్నట్లే ఉంటుంది, కానీ కొన్నిసార్లు మాత్రం మనం కృంగిపోతాం ఆ పరీక్షల వల్ల, అప్పుడు మనకి ఇబ్బంది వస్తుంది కదా.
ఇందాక మా ప్రొఫెసర్ గారు ఒక మంచి మాట చెప్పారు. పరీక్షలు, ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఆర్ ఛాలెంజెస్, వాట్ వి కాల్ దెమ్, ఆర్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద లైఫ్. యాజ్ యు ఆర్ ట్రావెలింగ్ across the waters, there will be waves, right? Some are small waves, some are big waves. Without waves, there won't be water. And without crossing through, you won't be traveling. So, challenges in the life are very, very part of the life. How to cross them, safely reaching the end, is what the means we need to understand, for which we always need the guidance of a guru, a right guru. Understand? We need a right guru. That right is in red color and in quotations and in box. So, if we have a right guru, Then he will teach us if there are small waves, how you can cross. If there are big waves, how you can face them. Still, you can reach your goal without any problem. That is what they teach. So it is always advised to be under the guidance of a guru. Right,
Thank you,
Nana?
Swamiji.
Swamiji, as a student, I have so many questions in my mind. So the main question is, as a student, I have to maintain my college life, my personal life, as well as I have to give some sort of space to God, to connect with spirituality, that I can know myself, what is my purpose to come here. So what is the best way that I can practice to get near to the God? And also one more doubt, Swamiji,
No,
as
no. Once, one doubt only. One doubt once. Okay? Good. How many are there? 5 fingers. 5 fingers. Each one has a different shape. Each one has a different purpose. Are you keeping a few fingers aside and start working? No. So also in your life, family, friends, education, profession, hobbies, all these things are part of the life. No one is contradicting the other one. But you need to understand how to work with all the 5 together. Being with parents, you need not skip your school. You need not skip your office. You need not skip your hobbies and friends. We can meet with all these things, but if you know how to work with all of them together, that is what even my friend also asked. Spirituality is not something different than all these things. To be a spiritual, whether you call it is God, reaching God or something, but to be with spirituality, you need not give up your schooling, your friends, your games, your hobbies and your activities. You can do spirituality with all these things, with all these things, if you know how to deal with them. Understand? All that we need to know that. That is where the gurus play a role.
Swamiji, some of people in tender ages, they go to a spiritual path, and we all live a common life, balancing between our spiritual lives and our daily normal lives. And the people who go to the spiritual way fulfill their life by practicing spirituality, getting near to God. But in some cases, we fail and we do rebirth. So, how in such cases we do not fail and we also.
Yeah, I got your question. Some people lead nowadays the students and young generation to give up their family and start practicing spirituality. That is how they are misleading the youth. They say, give up your family, give up your job, give up your education. Being spirituality means wearing some dress, wearing mala, rotating the mala, or being sitting idle and just do japa. That is spirituality, they think. And that's how they are forcing youth to come out of their schools, colleges and jobs and join the movement and then be a spiritual person, practice spirituality. But it is a true abusal of the life and abusal of spirituality also. I'll take just 2 minutes for you to explain it. Okay? Me andarki kuda. For all of you also. I will ask a few questions. You should be fast in replying to me. Okay? Okay or not? Right. How much time can you really give to God every day without fail? Answer. Nuvena cheppachai babu. The one who asked me the question. What's your name?
Sahit Swami.
Huh?
Sahit.
Sahit. You also can reply to me. How much time you really can give to God every day? Huh? 10 minutes. 15. 15. Okay, that's good. And you?
I don't know the right time, Swami, but I feel that if I'll just
I don't want discourse. I want straight answer to the point.
it's like even in half an hour to 1 hour.
Very good. And others? Half an hour. Good.
10 to 15 minutes, Swamiji.
Oh, very generous. Aha. That is really cool. So I got the answer, of course, from you guys, like some from 5 to 10 minutes, some 10 to 15 minutes, some 15 to half an hour, some 1 hour, like that. Isn't it? Okay. That is the time you are able to give to God. How much time God is given to you? He gave you 24 hours free. Isn't it? Every morning you can download 24 hours from his server, right? Without any question. But for him to return something, you are thinking 10 to 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. What a kind of generosity that you guys have. Wow. Okay. Keep it in mind. Second point. How much time do you breathe every day? Huh? How much time? 24 hours. Take 15 minutes. Take half an hour. What happens? What happens? That's okay. Not 15 to half an hour. I said 2 hours. Take 2 hours. Is it enough? What happens if you do not breathe? Who dies? Who will die? Body will die. You are right. Body will die, not you. By not breathing, body will die. Body will die means you get separated from the body. That's all. Death means what? You coming out of the body is called death. You entering a body is called birth. Isn't it? By not breathing, you come out of the body. Isn't it? By not thinking of God, you come out of God. That means not the body will die, you will die. The self will die. Do you agree the self to die? Or do you okay with the body? Body and mind, which is very important. Huh? Mind is more important. And then to keep that mind alive, you should be with God. You should be with God. And to be with that God, you want to give only 15 to 20 minutes. And to be with the body, you want to say 24 hours are needed. What a great wise personality you have. Huh? Now tell me, do you want to take care of your body, or do you want to see that your mind will be alive always? Then how much time you need to give?
24 hours.
Or are you ready to give? Swamiji, we have responsibilities. We are students. We have to read. We have to write examinations. And we have to go for a job, earn money. Will be your answer, right? Should I tell you 24 hours how you are able to give to God? Can I give you some clue? Mantara? ఎంతమందికి కావాలి? మరి ఫీజు ఏం కడతారు?
Tell students, fees, how much?
మీకే ఫ్రీగా ఇస్తారేంటి ఎవరైనా? ఫీజు ఎంత కడతారు? రోజు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయడం ఇస్ ద ఫీజ్. If you are able to practice it daily, that is a great fees for me. Now should I tell you the clue? Now look. Where is God? Hilo unnada leda? Is he in you or not? Sure? How many of you?